Oh, hey, the plane it just trail behind, doesn't it? I have to pardon. I have a couple of places I was looking to go on this trip. Anyways, let me get introductions done out of the way before I start rambling. My name's Thomas. Good to meet you. What this series is gonna be learning what it's like to live off the grid. Can't say I'm necessarily confident. I know my way around a couple of handmade tools. I know how to make a couple of. Now I've got a general gist of items to eat, not to eat, so on and so forth. So that being said, it'll be a good little time. And recording this will be a good way not only for me to document the progress that I make, but also for me to kind of dispel a little bit of the glamour around the wanderlust that exists around homesteading and off the grid living. Because let me assure you, I already tell you this much, I know it's not easy. So, as we get into this, just remember I'm learning just as much as you are. We are moving ourselves as handily along the way as we can. I may not know everything. You may know something that I don't. And you'll have to pardon. I won't always be the quickest to be able to hear/see whatever you have to say. Because on this journey, I have to do everything by a very slow satellite uplink. Upload that and send it to a friend of mine who will actually be uploading video sharing websites that he deems. So, I may be a little slow to respond. It takes me a bit to get those messages. Whew. See, hillsides of Montana early morning. It can be cold. It can be unforgiving. But more than anything, you just got to remember, keep going forward. Because the second you stop making progress is the second you start to fail. I need to keep heading up. Ooh, wolf there. Go around. I spent some time mapping this out with one of my friends before I came out here. He's actually the one who flew me out. Spent some time mapping out what I want to do, how I want to do it. Kind of a general premise. I can tell you this. I heard him laughing as he flew off, so I think he expects me back to pick me up in just a couple days. We'll see. See how it goes. And you might be wondering why I'm gathering all these plants and picking up all these logs. And the number one thing to remember when you're living outside of society is you're responsible for your shelter. And I don't just mean, oh, you know, a light bulb went out, I gotta replace it. But responsible for food, water, making yourself feel at home, safe, comfortable. You'll have to pardon, it's okay, it's been a while, it's gonna be cold. Whew. Ooh. Ugh, I haven't held my breath that long in a while. You gotta make sure you get your sustenance. I know kelp and seaweed are both wonderful sources if you can find edible versions of either. You don't want to become edible. Let me reword that. You're always edible. You don't want something to decide you're edible. We are almost where I want to be. Fiber's going to be exceedingly useful. I get enough together. I want to get a very rudimentary bow going. If I can get a bow going, I can probably hunt a chicken or rabbit. See, I have a single bullet I brought with me, just in case I'm not able to find, you know, some feathers I can use for fletching. I have to. Little bit of a modern amenity to get that started, but you know, is what it is. Okay. Life isn't always easy. It's not always meant to be overly difficult too. Cold again. Good part about being in Montana, you kind of out pretty quick here. Even if it is a bit frigid. Very frigid. Let me reword that. Very frigid. That was a rabbit, and I think the other one was a chicken. I think I want to try and get. Oh, I'm gonna save the rest of the. Oh, I already had feathers. Oh, oh no, that's terrible. I didn't think I had a big enough caliber to do that. No. Oh goodness. Okay. Well, that's, you know, you live and learn. I guess I don't have the ability to snag a chicken with a pistol, but that's okay. It's okay. I've got a couple feathers I can make use of already. All this trash and rubbish out here people dump, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's useless, it's terrible." I think it's very useful. That's me. Can't tell you how much stuff you can actually just get crafted off of items you find laying out and about here. Alright, I think the goal for day one is to have myself a wooden platform set up so that way I stand out in the environment to me, and to get a campfire set up. And a lot of the wood around here, it's thick enough and honestly even fire resistant that I could probably set up the fire on the platform itself if I'm okay with a charred floor. I think I'll be alright with it. I think it's not the worst thing in the world. That's fine. Hungry man. Can't believe I did that. Absolutely ruined that chicken. That's a rabbit. About him. I'd rather get a chicken than a rabbit any day of the week. The sheer amount of meat you can get off of a rabbit's far better than a chicken. I'll organize my pockets a little bit here. Ooh. This is even more gorgeous than what the picture showed whenever I was looking at stuff by aerial photo. Ooh, that big tree over there. Yeah, I want to live up there. What, Mr. Bunny? Stay where I can see you. We're gonna work on first. See if Boy Scouts taught me. Hey, there we go. Boy Scouts. Oh, Dad. Woo! Didn't hear nothing, did you? Sorry, frog in my throat. Have it in my backpack. Guess pockets. All right, we're gonna get some wood together. Let's get a few planks made up, probably here. I need to get a campfire made. Let me get a couple planks made. We'll get a campfire made. Then we will start working on cooking up Mr. Bunny. I know. Nature lovers out there say that's terrible, but the circle of life, and I'm not looking to become food, so I need food. The less food you have, the weaker you are, the slower you run, the less you can run. Tell you what though, most fit I've ever been in my life has been out whenever I was a woodsman. So, be a good time. Yeah, woodsman might be an overpainting of it. I was a Boy Scout troop lead, but you know, I mean, that's close enough, right? You know what? It's close enough for me. That's all that matters. Fun or anything like that on these little in between the river, like island and inlet pieces. Sometimes you can get some nice little people washing up shores of them. Floats in the river can catch stuff like stray pieces of scrap metal, driftwood. Occasionally you get an animal in there. It could be kind of nice. Not hard enough to run through the water again. I have seen before. Ooh, a bottle of... Really, let's... Oh, okay. Calm down, Mr. Wolf. Okay. Enough out of you, sir. That might have been a little overzealous, but it's okay. Better than getting eaten. I'll tell you that much. I got bloody hands. Let's get ourselves cleaned up a little bit here. We're a little sloppy, a little messy, but better than getting eaten. So, wow, I really might have gone a little overboard with how many bullets I used. Woo! It'll be okay, I swear. Perfect. Woo! Chickens are going to be crucial while we're out here. Because your bow and arrow is one of your most renewable ways to actually hunt and defend yourself. And to continue to supply yourself with arrows, you need fletching. Chickens are going to be crucial. Plus, they're delicious. So, I've never met anybody who didn't like a chicken roasted over an open fire before. Crouch down. They operate a little closer to wild animals. Normally would be able to. Nice for me because I'm not looking to become. Campfire going. They're getting some amenities made up here. Whew. Nice amount of driftwood over here. Yeah, appreciate that. I actually think setting up right on like lakefront property. Look at this. And you cannot beat this. There we go. Right here. There we go. Perfect. Okay, I can get up and down off of this thing. Works for me. Thirsty. Go ahead and get some here. Water didn't look too bad. I definitely think we need to sanitize it though. We should boil it. Who knows what microbiota is living in this water. If I get a couple more of those medicinal together, oil from them is actually pretty flammable. Put that together with a little bit of a tinder, of a I don't remember what they're called. Those little stick fire starter things that you had to learn how to use in Boy Scout. Not too bad. See if I can't find some more medicinal. Oh. You need a good little chunk of them because they don't give you very much oil per leaf. Hold on. See some? Yeah, I did. So whenever you're looking at these plants, these long, spindly ones, they've got the sticks all up in them. These are ones you can use for fiber. You just got to slowly pull them apart. Big, wide green leaf ones that look kind of waxy. Those are the ones that the oils, whenever you grind them up, or you can like push them up between your hands, or whatever method you want to use, they're actually medicinal. Now these bushes, on the other hand, are just in the way. You notice how the leaves aren't waxy? Yeah. So it is what it is. Got to find a couple more. And being able to identify your plants, though, it's always a huge benefit when you're out trying to make a living off the land or out camping. Very beneficial. Can't find me in the bush. Another little thicket of them. Whenever you don't want them, they're everywhere. If you want them, you can't find them. That's the nature of it. That's fine. I'll just grab some fiber while we're going. You always need fiber when you're out and about. It's always useful. Oh, here we go. Look, second I stopped looking for more. God, I brought some matches with me. I didn't even need to go look for those. You know what? Okay. That's alright. Dodge Mr. Wolfa here. Looks like iron. Okay, some natural ore outcrops are very useful. Finding natural ore isn't the most difficult thing. Finding it in a usable quantity is the difficult part. So, I think we're actually set up in a pretty good location. As I see a grizzly bear. Mind me, Mr. Wolf. Mind me, I just wanted that chicken. Alright. So if you slow your behavior and crouch down and be real low to the ground, they can still smell you, but they won't always follow you. I'll tell you, I'm gonna sleep good tonight. Good, because I'm not gonna have a bed, but you know, having a campfire and at least a little platform to call my home. I don't want to fully chop down these trees. I'm just kind of trimming off the usable bits to make what I need here. It makes my woodwork a little more patchwork, but it keeps me from having to deal with how difficult it is when you actually fell a tree. So, pretty nice. Fiber is everywhere, and I still don't have enough, I tell you. I'm getting pretty hungry. Let's get these couple trees chopped here. I'm just going to go ahead and go start my food to cook. It's going to take a couple anyway. Might as well, right? Maybe I made this a little bit tall. Back here. Filling up some logs. Steak. Chicken breast cooked up. That should be good. Alright. Plus, the lake actually should be good for me because I'm thinking about it. I should be able to fish and I should be able to gather kelp. It'll be great because finding fruit and veg isn't the easiest a lot of the time when you're out here. Make sure you don't apple. It goes bad. Finding fruit and veg out in the wild is, well, it's no supermarket. I'll put it to you that way. Creating freshness for supply, and some people say it's worth it. Some people aren't. I think, objectively speaking, say it isn't. Probably have their head a little more on straight than most of the people that come out here homesteading, but no, it is what it is. Kind of the phrase itself is kind of what led me here more than anything. I like the premise of just living with my own two hands, and every time I encounter a problem, I just kind of throw it and is what it is at it, and I move forward. You know, belly aching about it ain't gonna solve it for me, so I might as well work on solving it myself. Make sure we don't burn our food here. Rather not eat charred rabbit. Glad I've stopped in. Pull them back up. Both of those. Alright. More wood's what I need. Alright. Oh, yeah, that's right. We need to purify our water. Goodness. Tell you what, being out here and managing everything myself, You're hungry. Makes you sleepy too. Definitely makes you sleepy. Let me go ahead and get these made up. Look at them here. Back this way. I go forward a little bit. Go ahead and put her down. Perfect. Go 4 deep, 4 across, 5 across. 4 deep, 5 across. That should. Got a little bit of spare food. Fuel our fire, and we're gonna go chop just a good chunk of wood here. Please. Not enough bullets to deal with them. Guess we'll leave it be. We'll chop some wood over here. You're kidding me. You're everywhere, buddy. Gotta leave me a little space here. Not as territorial as bears are, those. Probably could be worse. Oh, speak of the devil, I guess. If I chop this tree, Mr. Bear? I'm not trying to aggravate you when you need poo. I need a good bunch of wood, and this tree's got enough spare trimmings that I can take. I think one of the most difficult things about this for the first few nights is going to be keeping my fire lit. It's going to keep me up here and there throughout the night. It's going to make me really tired throughout the day. But it'll be worth it. Lit fire can... Even if it doesn't keep the predators away, it'll let you see what's coming. For our first day, I don't think we're doing too bad. We got a fire. Got some food in our bellies. Not too bad. I think the first night, the first sleep is going to be a big hurdle. And I think I want to get myself... They've got these... I don't remember what it stands for. It's called a BCU, if I remember right. My buddy was telling me about it. He lives off-grid. He has a pilot's license. He has his own plane that he maintains. The whole thing. He's the one who brought me out here. But he's telling me about it, and they're actually pretty neat little contraptions. Apparently, it helps you with creating more complex items. Kind of like a computer that has a portion of the internet downloaded to it, basically. All made in a little wall panel. He was showing me his. It's pretty neat. So, I think we want to get one of those in our first couple days for sure. Left some junk. I don't know how I missed this earlier. I'm pretty sure stuff just washes up and kind of... Almost seems like it falls out of the sky when I'm not paying attention, I tell you. That should be... I might set up some fish traps. They could kind of be like a good little aim. I think thirsty work out here. It's thirsty work. Thankfully, it's not too much effort to boil some water. Sun is setting on our first day, and might I just say, this is just gorgeous. Look how beautiful. So I think what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna say this is our humble beginnings. I'm gonna keep chopping a little bit of wood, talk to you a little bit, and then I think we're gonna call this one just about in. I think we're getting about to the time frame. It's gonna be difficult to upload this. Satellite internet is not the best, not easiest either. So more than anything, oh hold on. Chicken. I mean, can't pass up on an opportunity. You know? But more than anything, I think our goal, get a good little number of planks kind of brought up off these trimmings. I mean, these are huge. So my trimmings are actually darn near full-size 2x4s you buy at the store. But get a good little number of these kind of stocked up. Get some fuel for the night. Don't get eaten. I think that'll probably be it. I say by the end of our first week, I want to have the first level of our house done. It's going to be basic. It's going to be very rudimentary. And I want to have one of those little BTU things that my friend was showing me. That's going to be the goal for the end of the first week. And I know 7 days is quite a bit. But it is. A good little bit of wood there. Oh! When you lock eyes with a chicken, it's already too late. Go, little buddy. Oh, sorry. Silent to make sure you didn't hear us coming up there. You know, I think my friend took me a little too seriously when I told him I wanted to drop him with nothing but the shirt on my back. But it is what it is. Or, this pants on my legs. I don't have a shirt. Anyways, we're going to get ourselves kind of brought up here. And it should be nice. Should be a good time. And you'll get to see everything I struggle with. You'll also get to see everything that I succeed with. I look forward to seeing y'all the next time. And I look forward to sharing this absolutely gorgeous journey. For now, my name's been Thomas. It's been good to see you. And I'll catch you next time on Subsisting in the Wild. Have a good one.